Who would have thought a simple collision would completely change this woman's fate? The rich heir found it annoying and tried to walk away. Sophie accused him of being rude. At least he should apologize. The man spoke in French and asked her to repeat herself. Sophie gestured for a while, but still couldn't make herself understood, so she gave up and walked away, only to hear him speaking her language moments later to his friend. She couldn't be more angry. She ran after him to scold the immature rich kid. Paul was embarrassed and angry, claiming her hot coffee almost burned him, so who should apologize? Seeing her in a staff uniform, he shouted for the manager. Already frustrated with work, Sophie faced a difficult VIP customer wanting a refund. She opened the box to check and saw clear signs the item was worn. Makeup stains on the collar. The lady didn't know her sister-in-law had secretly worn the new dress. She got emotional, saying she spent tens of millions each year and was being accused of dishonesty. She demanded to see where the dirt was, then pulled at the dress in anger. The $5 million gown tore to shreds. Sophie could never afford to repay it, but the manager took the VIP's side without question and kept bowing in apology. The rude customer showed no remorse. As she prepared to leave, her sister-in-law suddenly froze. Their nephew, who was supposed to be studying in France, was shopping at the mall with a girl. Seeing his mother and aunt, Paul panicked and ran off, and quickly lost them in the crowd. Because of this mother and son, Sophie was fired right before her trial period ended. The manager kindly reminded her not to take things so seriously. Those wealthy ladies were not people she could afford to offend. Sophie didn't tell her family about being fired. Her mother, who worked as a nanny, wanted her to support her brother's civil service exam. Her brother had just returned from the army and couldn't find a good job. Sophie felt wronged. She had always done better in school than her brother, yet her mother only paid for his studies. He repeated exams 3 times before barely entering an average college. Not getting into university was Sophie's biggest regret. She wanted to earn tuition herself and take adult college exams, but her mother only cared about her son, ignoring how Sophie felt. Although she understood it wasn't easy for her mother to raise them alone, she was already 24 and didn't want to live for her brother anymore. 8 years of sacrifice was enough. Meanwhile, the chairman personally caught his son at a cafe. Compared to his unreliable only son, he trusted his nephew raised by his side more. Afraid of losing his financial support, Paul had no choice but to follow his father home, feeling furious inside that his cousin had betrayed him. Once home, he was scolded by his mother. She wasn't surprised he skipped school, but she couldn't tolerate him dating random girls outside. If rumors spread, he might never marry someone of equal status. The chairman gave up on sending him back to school and ordered him to start work at the company the next day to train him into a responsible adult under close watch. Sophie began her job hunt. Unexpectedly, she saw the chairman taking the bus to work himself. He suddenly felt unwell, and Sophie helped him before he could fall.